Now to the mess at airports nationwide. We're going to talk about the video out of New Orleans. You could see the insanely long lines at TSA. That's when the fire alarm went off, causing the airport to tell people they had to evacuate. That's what everybody's like, oh, can you imagine?
I would be like, no, now I can get in front of everyone when we have to go back in.
That's like at Disney when the ride shuts down, you're like, no, I'm just going to stand in line.
Yep.
All right, well, look at this video out of the airport out of Atlanta. Those folks, they're not waiting to get their checked bags. That's the line for security that stretched all the way into the baggage claim area. Those long lines leading to a new plan from the Trump administration that's going into effect today at airports across the country. ICE agents now being deployed to major airports to help out the TSA, which has been thousands of workers. You know, they've been calling out sick or working unpaid during a partial government shutdown.
Jasmine Rowe joins us now with more.
That's right. Crystal and Brody, if you don't have to travel, this is what you'll be having to deal with if you take it upon yourself to go out there to those airports. Right now, hours-long wait times are being experienced at some of the nation's busiest airports as TSA agents begin another week without a paycheck. Now, a record 3,250 agents across the nation called out on Saturday, accounting for more than 11.5% of TSA workforces. TSA says places like Houston, New Orleans, Atlanta, New York's JFK all had call-out rates between 30 to 40%. Now, President Donald Trump is now ordering ICE agents into 14 airports across the country to help with TSA. Sources tell ABC News that these additional federal officers are expected to help with crowd control and manage security lines.
But there are roles we can play to release TSA officers from the non-significant roles, such as guarding an exit, so they can get back to the scanning machines and move people quicker.
Well, this all comes as the partial government shutdown stretches on. Lawmakers have been at a standstill over how to fund the Department of Homeland Security. Now, Democrats demanding immigration enforcement reform said Sunday that some Senate Republicans are now siding with them to fund TSA separately from the rest of Homeland Security. So TSA agents get paid. Now, Congress is hoping to reach a deal by this Friday, when both chambers are set to go back to a 2-week recess for an Easter and a Passover holiday. However, Senate Majority Leader John Thune has warned he could cancel some of that recess if there is no funding breakthrough. And Brody, we talked about this earlier this morning, that there are some airports that don't even have to deal with TSA, and you know it's the Orlando Sanford one.
Yeah, not MCO. But if you want to not deal with long TSA lines, Orlando Sanford is one of them. Also, the Kansas City International Airport and SFO in San Francisco. Those airports have their own private security that go by TSA regulations, but they don't actually use TSA workers. So maybe a few places where you can avoid those lines.